my vlog. We're in the car again, and we're doing part 2. He is swerving. Do y'all see my body swinging?
Bro, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't make it seem like I just can't drive. Don't get on this video talking about I can't drive.
King, I didn't say you couldn't. You were swerving. He was throwing me.
It was a long curve, and I didn't want to knock down the camera.
Okay.
Sure.
Well, we're doing part 2 of red flags. And guys, this is one of my favorite videos because we want to watch out for guys that are taking and not giving the right behaviors to us, right? So what, King?
Continue with your video.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear these red flags.
There's some good ones. The first one was good, the first video, but this one's really good.
Why you ain't include me in the first video?
No, you're probably off doing your own thing.
All right, but come on.
All right, number 1.
Hit me with the red flags.
The first red flag. This one hits hard. Pressure. If guy is applying too much pressure, and I'm not talking about pressure as in pursuing you. So what I mean by pressure is guys who push past your boundaries. Guys who see how far they can take it and, you know, can get you to do things that you don't want to do, or that you said, you know, I'm not trying to do this, but, you know, you give them an inch and they take a mile and they just run off with it. So guys who apply pressure is number 1. The wrong kind of pressure. What do you think about that, King?
You talking about sexual pressure, huh?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I feel like before you even get down to the nitty gritty with somebody, you gotta get to know them. So I feel like, yeah, I mean, that's an obvious red flag. Like, if you don't say you don't want to do something and the guy's trying to force you to do something, not even in a sense of rape, but just like trying to it's taking you beyond your limits. Yeah, that's an obvious red flag for sure. When you say no one time, you say anything other than okay, like, it's a clear red flag. That's most definite. So I would agree with that red flag.
And if he's making you like ignore your boundaries, or he's pushing past your boundaries, I just want to tell you that he doesn't respect you. He has no respect for you. He does not, I don't know, he doesn't really want to see you at your best, because you set these boundaries in order for you to feel comfortable, feel safe. And if he's blatantly ignoring that, then he doesn't respect you and he doesn't hold you to a high regard. All right. The second thing is inconsistency. Guys who are very inconsistent. Yeah. So for example, I would say not reaching out, not responding, not calling you, ignoring you, and he'll do it. And maybe when you do it, it's an issue. Just little things like that. Him being inconsistent with like anything is a major red flag.
So I feel like it's an interesting one, because I feel like a lot of times guys are consistent in some areas of their life, but not in all areas. I truly believe that if a man is interested in you, he will be consistent. But I mean consistent in communication. So if a man is not consistently communicating with you, I don't think he's really interested. The bigger thing is consistency in communication and wanting to see you. Because that's how you know a guy is truly interested in it, is if he's making those efforts, if he's trying to reach out, trying to get your attention. But vice versa for women too. I mean, women have to be consistent as well. And a lot of times women should not have to wait on a man to reach out. If you want to talk to him, talk to him. I hate when females, you know.
This is about men.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, I'm a man. I'm gonna stick up for us.
Yeah, but that's not the purpose.
But I get it, but I hate when women try to say like, oh, he has to reach out to me first. No, that's the problem in our world today. Like, yeah, you would ideally like him to reach out. What if he's busy, right? Reach out to him first. Put your pride aside and reach out to him first. It's not, you know, a lack of chivalry because you reached out to him first. Like, no, that's not what it is. If you want to talk to somebody, then talk to him, make that effort, and vice versa. But you're right, that's a red flag. Inconsistency is a huge red flag.
So I think number 3 is also a really important one, a really big no-no, is gaslighting. Okay, So, for example, in case you do not know what gaslighting is, here's some examples. If he says things like, that never happened, you're too sensitive, you have terrible memory, you're crazy, and other people think so too, or I'm sorry, you think I hurt you, those are gaslighting sentences, phrases, and it's showing that he has no regard for your feelings.
But a lot of times when you gaslight, you really don't think you did something. So it's not a disregard, it's just like an ignorance. When you say we gaslight, like, we don't understand we really did. Like, we don't know. And a lot of times it's because it's clouded about an argument, it's clouded about a fight. So we need to know what we did. You need to, like, make it clear and explain, like, this is what you did, this is how it made me feel.
Gaslighting is used as deflection because, like you said, it happens when arguments happen. And who's the person usually starting the argument? The girl is usually voicing her frustrations at the guy, right? So he is using that to deflect from what he is accused of.
You're right. I think you gaslight out of deflection. You also gaslight out of just a lack of knowledge.
The next thing I think that is really important to pay attention to with men is their relationship with their parents. How does he treat his mom? What type of relationship did he have with his dad? How does he talk to them? Does he treat them with respect? Is he kind to them? Or does he ignore them, disregard them, not have a relationship with them at all? That tells you a lot about a guy, his relationship with his parents. Go ahead.
I feel like, yeah, but that can also be very misleading. I think there's a lot of circumstances where a guy, both sides of the spectrum, for instance, if you were to judge me based off my relationship with my parents, I treat my mom with respect, I treat my dad with respect, my parents been together forever, but yet I've heard people, you feel me?
The majority of people who you surround yourself with, a good chance of who you're going to be.
That's fair.
The next thing says guilt tripping you into doing anything. If a guy guilt trips you into doing stuff, that's kind of like it coincides with the peer pressure, with him pushing past your boundaries. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But if he's guilting you into doing stuff, coming to see you, or doing certain things for him, or I mean, it could even be like blackmail, to be honest. That's not okay. That's something you should definitely watch out for, because it's manipulative, to be honest. Really?
Manipulation is not a good thing.
The last one, a lot of these kind of coincide together, but the last one is men who don't know how to apologize. Let me tell you,
ooh-wee.
Men who don't know how to apologize, it's only going to stir up more stuff, because sometimes women hold on to the fact that, like, you know, he hurt my feelings. And if you can never get past that first time he hurt your feelings, and he never really apologized, you're kind of going to hold on to that for a while. It's going to be at the back of your mind, lingering, that he had no regards for hurting my feelings, because he didn't know how to apologize. So that's going to be on your mind, on your conscience. And then the next time y'all get into an argument, you're going to bring it up again. And it's just going to spiral into, you know, maybe a little bit of anger, a lot of anger, a little bit of resentment towards him because he didn't apologize from the jump.
I think you're very prideful if you know how to apologize. I think that the pride shows you that that's somebody you shouldn't be with, just because if they're prideful in that area, then they'll be prideful in all areas of their life. And like what it says, the pride comes before the fall. And then a lot of times people who are prideful are kind of arrogant. So it all kind of ties in together. But I agree. I think if a man can apologize to his prideful, you don't want to be with somebody like that because that can lead to a whole lot of problems down the line.
Yeah. I agree. All right. So these are a few red flags to look out for when you are dealing with people. If you did not watch part 1, please go watch part 1. Part 1 is equally as important as the second part, but the second part was cool because we had a man's point of view, even though he was playing the men's advocate.
Always, except a man.
Anyways, go watch part 1. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn that bell on so every time I post a video, you can be the first one to see it. If you have any suggestions or any comments or any red flags that you've noticed in guys or you've dealt with, go ahead and drop that below. I want to hear about it. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.